Hey, what's up? So, it's Logan, the drunken metalhead who muses. Sometimes I've neglected my laundry for like weeks now. I had like a big pile in one corner of the room. So, been meaning to get to it, and it just so happens that there was a contest specifically centered around band t-shirts. So, holy shit, I'm doing my laundry and entering in a contest at the same time. Sorry in advance for all the excessive black clothing that will be coming out of this contest entry. But first, it's time for some housekeeping. So, I'm the drunken metalhead who muses, so naturally I'm drinking something. What a dangerous gimmick I have. This is called Shake That Axe. It's a nice light lager from the local brewery, literally within walking distance of my apartment. Armored Cow. Fucking love that place. And I love this beer. It is a great starter beer, about 4.5%. A lot of flavor for a lager, but then still smooth and clean. So, easy to crush a pint, no problem. So, and then in the background, courtesy of Born Dead Distro or Melanie Loves Death Metal, I've got the latest EP from Fossilization, which is He Whose Name Was Long Forgotten. This is just some like really sick, straightforward, wall of noise kind of death metal. Reminds me of Dead Congregation a lot. And there's some really sick moments in here, especially the last song, A Deplorable Epoch. Fun album. So the host of said contest is Raul Serrano, who just hit 300 subscribers. First off, congratulations, Raul. I actually only just recently found out about your channel because of this contest. So after I finish making this entry, I will definitely be sure to check out your channel and all the videos that you've uploaded. But looking forward to that for sure. To enter the contest, it's as simple as just showing off the band t-shirts that you have in your collection. So if you show off 10 shirts, you get 1 entry, 20, 2 entries, 30, 3 entries. So there was no way in hell I could actually narrow down my t-shirt collection to 10 or 20. So 30 it is. Now onto the shirts. So I've got 30 here. I've kind of arranged them in chronological order from when I started collecting shirts way back in late high school to currently, to like my most recent purchase, like a week or 2 ago. So let's get into it. And a quick sidebar before we dive in. I think it's funny what we each as individual metalheads kind of look for in something as simple as a shirt. I just watched a contest entry video for this by Brian Arkham, where he said he really enjoyed just the logo at the top of the shirt. And I am definitely not like that. I enjoy full fucking print, man. On the back too. I admit, because he was saying that he didn't like it if there was like a piece of art that was almost like weighing down. So I agree. It's gotta be like still feel light on the skin and stuff. But the more I can show off the art of the band and stuff, I don't know. The more I like it and the cooler I feel, I guess. So that's just interesting how we're all a little different. Alright, so first up we're going all the way back to high school and how I bought my first couple of shirts, which funny enough, it was all through the Hot Topic web store. There were some good deals on what I thought were some good shirts back in the day. Back in 2011, I'd say. I was probably about 16 or 17 when I bought my first shirts. So we go. First shirt that I bought, which I still have, fucking Jane Doe from Converge. One of my favorite bands, one of my favorite albums. Had to get this way back at the age of 17. Still wear this a lot to this day. Another one, which is a band that I loved and I've gone in and out, but I still really actually love their albums. All Shall Perish. One of my kind of favorite deathcore bands, honestly. This Is Where It Ends is the album that is represented on here, and I definitely wear this shirt a lot too when I'm in the mood for breakdowns. All Shall Perish is the band. And then, of course, probably the reason I placed the order from Hot Topic in the first place, fucking, they had an Alice in Chains Dirt shirt, which back when I was like 16, 17, this was my favorite album, and I probably listened to this album at least once a week for a couple years, I would say. And I still wear this a lot, for sure. Like, whenever I'm feeling any kind of grunge-like feeling, it's this shirt. So, those are all my Hot Topic shirts, basically. And then after Hot Topic, I found out about this place called Indie Merch Store. This online web store, which I got a couple shirts from. Starting with this tank top from one of my favorite, most fucked up bands, Dragged in the Sunlight. This is my favorite tank top still. If ever it's time for the guns to come out, this is the shirt I wear. Dragged in the Sunlight. And I just love how there's a cross, so I grew up with a fairly religious mother. Whenever she would see my shirt, she would, give me shit for it, basically. But because there was a cross in this one, she'd be like, oh, this must be an okay band. And for the longest time, she didn't realize that the cross was actually stabbed into someone's face. So, thank you, Dragged in the Sunlight. And then one of my only just logo band shirts, which I got off of eBay, Necrophagist. Love this band. I think the shirt was like $5. I couldn't resist buying this. And I don't wear it as much because it's just the logo. I want some more. But still a fun shirt. And then, my all-time favorite band, I probably have 3 shirts by this band, but this is my favorite of them. Agalock. This is their Phosphine Echoes shirt. This is the front. Here's the back with some cool sigils and stuff. And the name of the album. Alright, to set the chronological narrative now, we're in college. Starting to go to concerts. Starting to love concerts. So, from here on out, these shirts mainly came from concerts. So, one of the earlier concerts I went to was actually Ghost back in 2014. This is when they were touring on the Infestissimon tour. So here's back with the tour dates and stuff. Hard to believe, 2014, I saw them in Raleigh, May 11th. Wow. It's cool just to go that far back. And then I got into more small club venues where I was able to see the band Castle, which they're more traditional heavy metal band from California. I definitely think like Black Sabbath, a little bit of like US heavy metal, a little bit of Manila Road, and maybe a little bit of Trouble for sure. But these guys are fun, and this is when I started seeing a bunch of bands in like small venues with like 50 to 100 people tops, and this is when I really fell in love with shows right here. So this was Castle when they were touring for their album Under Siege. And also, I love the baseball tees. I only have a couple of them, but I love the ones that I have. Then from there, probably one of the best shows that I ever went to was in 2014, fall of 2014. It was Carcass headlining with Obituary and Exhumed opening. I had to get an Obituary shirt. Not my favorite Obituary album, but my favorite Obituary album cover. Slowly We Rot. I fucking love this shirt. It is one of my favorites to this day. I think it's mainly just because of the fucking back print. And that album cover is just so sick. But yeah, Obituary killed it live, for sure. Had to get a shirt. Then, from there, we're now in 2015. I had to, this was a band, directly from band purchase. I had to get my favorite album from that year in a t-shirt form. MGLA, Exercises in Futility. Absolutely love this album. Love that artwork. And I actually do like the minimalistic band logo on the front for this one. From there, probably one of the biggest bands for me and my brothers. I have two brothers. They're into metal a little bit, but one of the biggest bands for all three of us would be Blind Guardian. So in 2016, I was lucky enough to see Blind Guardian with them, where they played my favorite Blind Guardian album, Imaginations from the Other Side, in its entirety. Awesome show. Love this shirt. Not the biggest power metal fan, but Blind Guardian transcends labels, man. Especially in their heyday, like the early to mid 90s. Fucking yeah. Alright. Another eBay purchase. And this, I love Tool, but guess what? Their fucking shirts are outrageously expensive. So I bought a bootleg shirt for like $12 off of eBay. Boom. This is what you get. Sorry, Maynard. I guess I am a Tool. And then from there, I graduated college, moved out to Charlotte, and man, the venues and the gigs got bigger. So one of the bands I was able to see in Charlotte that I was absolutely ecstatic about, fucking Iron Maiden. And I had to buy this shirt for, of course, the ridiculous $45 price. Because, look, it's got beer in it too. That's both of the things I love in one t-shirt. You can't beat it. And it's their beer, Trooper, which I really like Trooper from Robinson Brewing. So, it's got the cool front with Eddie, about to pound the Trooper. And then, on the back, it has this, which is really cool, like, back part. Onward, Onward Road, the 666th. And then it kind of goes into the whole story of the Light Brigade and stuff that inspired the song and the beer Trooper. So, I have 2 Iron Maiden shirts currently. I've probably had like 4 or 5 in my lifetime, but this is my favorite one for sure. Then from there, I was able to see the Decibel tour for the year 2017 when it came through Charlotte. With it was Horrendous, Midnight, Creator, and Obituary. And I bought I think a Horrendous shirt, which is awesome, but it didn't make the cut to be in here. But as I was leaving the venue, I look up in the rafters and I see this thing just dangling from the rafter. And I see this tall fucker also leaving the venue, and I'm like, hey, I think that's his shirt. Can you give me a boost so I can go up and get it? And the guy just kind of, I run up and he pushes me up and I do a jump and I'm able to snag the shirt. And lo and behold, it's the Creator tour shirt for Gods of Violence, the album they're touring on, which is actually a really good album. I really like that one. And it's in my size, fucking size large. So, I don't know, probably one of the coolest metal moments I've ever experienced. I mean, fucking owed that guy a beer, bought him a beer eventually, and got a free shirt, which was guaranteed $30 at the concert. So miracles do happen. Another band which I really love and I share a common love with one of my best friends is Primus. I was able to see these guys in 2017 too, and during the summer. Clutch opened, great show. And then on the long sleeves. So I actually really love long sleeves. I think it's the whole concept of having more album artwork, except it's not just here and here, it's here, here, and on the sleeves too. And I don't know, I just feel super cool. So Bell Witch, I saw them opening for Yob, touring for Mirror Reaper, which is one of my favorite albums. But let me see if I can get the sleeves right. But on the sleeves it basically says Bell Witch on one side and then Mirror Reaper on the other, and then there's kind of a different type of artwork, and then here's the actual album cover right here. This is a very heavily worn shirt by me, so it's seen better days, but I absolutely love it. And then, now into 2018, I was able to see Slayer during the summer on their farewell tour, and I needed a fucking Slayer tank top. I feel like everyone needs a Slayer shirt, so most I've ever spent for a tank top, but believe it or not, I don't regret it. And then fall of that year, Cannibal Corpse was touring with Power Trip and Gate Creeper opening. What a sick tour. Power Trip was amazing. I'm so glad I was able to see them, you know. And then I had to get this. This was, of course, the Red Before Black tour. And I like this album. It's definitely not one of the stronger ones, but it's still very consistent all the way through. And Cannibal Corpse are fun live. Then from there, I was able to see Weed Eater, and I'm glad that Weed Eater and really these guys have just been touring. I was able to see Buzz Oven too, but I don't have their shirt anymore. But this is my favorite album by them, God Luck and Good Speed. The only brown shirt I have in my collection, so I wear this shit colored shirt proudly whenever I get the chance. And I just love a band called Weed Eater. It's just fucking awesome. And then in a similar vein to Weed Eater, that summer or early fall I was able to see I Hate God in South Carolina with The Obsessed opening, and that was an awesome show. Holy shit. And this might be my favorite baseball tee that I have. I absolutely just love this. It's just I Hate God in the front, Depressed, and then a Southern Nihilism front. What a cool fucking shirt. Fun fact about this shirt, my mom came to visit me one time, and it's a fairly religious lady, and I might have screwed up and been wearing this just maybe to poke fun at her, and I poked too much fun at her, and yeah, she was not happy with me wearing a shirt that said I Hate God. So, oops, live and learn. Going from one controversial shirt to another though, real quick. So I saw Municipal Waste fall of 2019, let's say, and it was at a beer festival up in Asheville, North Carolina called Heavy Mountain Fest. It was awesome. And they had this shirt, which everyone has seen, this fucking shirt. And at this beer fest, I definitely got drunk enough that I was like, fuck, I don't care who I piss off, fuck Trump, all that shit. And I bought it. And believe me, I'm not necessarily the type of guy to try to, tear down other people's politics or whatever. No matter how shitty they are, but I couldn't help but buy this fucking shirt. It's just so over the top and crazy. And I love the back. The only walls we build are walls of death. Fuck yes. And also, the municipal waste show was awesome. So much fun. So much drunken fun. Shit, how many more do we have left to go? Alright, next up from the same Metal and Beer Fest, I got this Pallbearer long sleeve for their album Heartless. Love this album. And it has the I Saw the End lyrics on the sleeves. I saw the end of all tomorrows. And then you gotta love the back too. Love long sleeves. Another tour shirt I got here is from an Amon Amarth tour with At the Gates opening. And At the Gates stole the show from me. They played a lot of Slaughter of the Soul, probably about 5 songs during their set. Slaughter of the Soul is an amazing album. I had to pick up the album cover shirt with lovely Sanskrit on the back, but man, this is one of the bands I would want to use Sanskrit for me right here. Awesome shirt, awesome show. And then not too long after that, I saw like 3 shows in like a span of a week and a half. And back when I felt no guilt going to shows, life was good, man. I saw the fucking Body, dude. And it was probably one of the heaviest shows I have ever seen. The vocalist, like, before the show was like the nicest guy. And then during it, the vocals were absolutely unreal. It blew my mind. And the guy playing the drums was on like a very minimalistic kit. Like, a lot of it was electronic, but whenever you would hit that bass drum, you feel that shit right there. So, had to pick up a shirt and an album, of course, but I love the text on this. The whole sky to black, the whole earth to hell. Somewhere there is heaven, and you shall find it. Amen. And then, the next week, and right after that, I saw Nile with Terrorizer opening, but they were touring off the Bioanalytic Rights album, and I had to pick up my second favorite album cover shirt, In Their Darkened Shrines. Such an awesome shirt, and then as I said, as you just saw with the back, We Shall Never Be the Blessed Dead. Love that. Love that. And then, from like the fall of 2019 into the spring season of 2020, I didn't necessarily suspect the end was coming, if you will. So I didn't see as many tours and stuff as I probably should have. So I only have one shirt before COVID hit from that time. It was literally right before. It was March 11th. 2020, and COVID hit like it was like March 15th or some shit. But I saw Sanguisugabog in just the tiniest venue when they were just touring off of their first EP, Pornographic Seizures. And holy shit, it was awesome. And I had to buy a shirt with his back, and I absolutely loved it. I didn't even realize it was a little demon guy just shitting until like a month later when someone pointed it out as I was wearing it. I was like, oh my god, yeah. I think he's eating himself and shitting out at the same time. The dudes in Sanguisugabog are fucking geniuses, is all I'm gonna say. Alright, now we're in COVID, and I went through a long period of not buying any shirts at all. But it took Holy Mountain Printing out of Raleigh, North Carolina to kind of get me out of it. They have some really cool, like, movie-inspired shirts. I do wear movie shirts every now and then because I'm a movie fan as well. And when I saw this shirt for only $10 on a Holy Mountain Printing, I had to get it. Fucking Conan the Barbarian. Was raised on Arnold movies growing up, so this movie holds a very special place in my heart. Had to get this shirt. The Frazetta artwork also perfect. And then I also had to support one of the local bands from Raleigh, North Carolina, which are really one of my favorite like black and thrash bands by far. Suppressive Fire. Think Toxic Holocaust with a bit more venom, but then also some more death metal in there too. This is off of their latest EP, Invasion. Pick it up if you're in the need of some blazing, like black and thrash with some death metal intensity too. War themed as well. It's awesome. But love these guys and love this shirt. So we're almost done. This past summer, for some reason, I don't know why, I really got into Sisters of Mercy. Specifically the album Floodland. So I had to pick this one off of eBay, Really awesome album, fun shirt. Been wearing it a lot this Halloween season, for sure. And then the final shirt I bought off of eBay, which this came in probably like 3 weeks ago or something like that. In preparation of it cooling down in North Carolina in like a couple weeks, I got a Dark Throne long sleeve. I'm so happy about this shirt. Transylvania Hunger, probably my second favorite Dark Throne album after Blaze in the Northern Sky. We got the Dark Throne logos on the sleeves. We got the cool inner CD and LP artwork on the back. It's gonna be awesome. I literally can't wait to wear it when it's below 32 degrees, and it better snow this year. It better. So there you have it. That was 30 shirts, 3 entries, and I only rambled a lot. Not only that, I'm also cheating, because guess what? 31 shirts, bitch. Judas Priest was the last live show I saw September 13th. And it was awesome. And I love this Painkiller shirt from it. Dates on the back. I love metal shirts. Can't help it. Great contest idea, Raul. Congrats on 300 subs, and cheers.